Greece, a land of myths and memories, a place where ancient ruins whisper stories of gods and heroes, and where the blue of the sea meets the whitewashed walls of timeless villages. Located in southeastern Europe, Greece is a country made up of thousands of islands scattered across the Aegean and Ionian seas. Its history stretches back over 3,000 years, from the powerful city-states of Athens and Sparta to the golden age of philosophy, democracy, and the arts. Greece has shaped the world in ways few nations ever have. But Greece is more than just the past. It is a living, breathing blend of old and new. The streets are alive with music, with the aroma of grilled souvlaki and fresh olive oil, with the laughter of people enjoying life as only the Greeks can. This is a country of contrasts. Sun-drenched beaches give way to snow-capped mountains. Bustling cities like Athens and Thessaloniki pulse with modern energy, while quiet villages keep centuries-old traditions alive. Everywhere you go, there is a story waiting to be told. The landscape is dramatic. Rugged cliffs, turquoise waters, ancient olive groves, and dramatic temples carved from stone. Nature and history exist side by side, inviting every traveler to explore deeper. Santorini, a name that brings to mind whitewashed houses, deep blue domes, and sunsets that seem to pause time. Formed by a massive volcanic eruption thousands of years ago, this island is actually the rim of a collapsed volcano. What remains is a crescent-shaped paradise rising steeply from the Aegean Sea, with dramatic cliffs and views that take your breath away. At the heart of Santorini is the caldera, a vast sunken crater filled with sparkling blue water. The towns of Fira, Oia, and Immerse cling to the cliffside, each one offering stunning panoramas of sea and sky. The buildings are stacked like sugar cubes painted in bright whites and soft pastels, reflecting the brilliant Greek light. Santorini is a place where time slows down. Winding alleys lead to hidden chapels, flower-filled balconies, and cafes with views that stretch forever. In the evening, people gather to watch the sun dip below the horizon. The sky glows with shades of orange, pink, and gold. For many, it is the most beautiful sunset in the world. But Santorini is not just about the view. Beneath its surface lie stories of ancient civilizations. Rising high above the plains of central Greece, the Meteora Monasteries appear to float between earth and sky. Massive stone pillars reach into the clouds, each crowned with a centuries-old monastery balanced at the very top. It is a place where nature and faith come together in powerful silence. The word Meteora means suspended in the air. It is a fitting name. These towering rock formations, sculpted by wind and water over millions of years, create a landscape that feels almost otherworldly. In the early days of Christianity, hermit monks came to these cliffs, seeking isolation and closeness to the divine. With time, their small shelters grew into monasteries, built by hand, stone by stone, often in the most impossible locations. At one time, there were more than 20 such sanctuaries. Today, 6 remain active, still home to monks and nuns who follow the rhythms of ancient prayer. Getting to these monasteries once meant climbing rope ladders or being hoisted in baskets, swinging high above the valley floor. Hidden beneath towering limestone cliffs, surrounded by the crystal-clear waters of the Ionian Sea, lies one of the most iconic shores in the world, Navagio Beach. Also known as Shipwreck Beach, it is a place that seems untouched by time, carved by nature, and steeped in mystery. This secluded cove sits on the northwestern coast of the island of Zakynthos. Its soft white sand, deep turquoise water, and dramatic vertical cliffs create a view that feels almost unreal. It is a place that draws travelers, photographers, and dreamers from across the globe. At the heart of the beach lies the rusting shell of a ship, stranded in the sand. The wreck is believed to be that of a smuggler's boat, forced ashore during a storm many decades ago. Over the years, the sea and the wind have transformed it into a ghostly monument. It now stands as a reminder of the past and a symbol of the wild beauty of this remote place. Navagio is accessible only by sea. High above the city of Athens, on a rocky hill that has watched over the land for thousands of years, stands the Acropolis. It is not just a symbol of Greece, it is a symbol of civilization itself. A place where art, philosophy, and democracy once flourished under the bright Mediterranean sun. The word Acropolis means high city, and here, in the heart of ancient Athens, the spirit of classical Greece remains carved in stone. The Parthenon, with its tall Doric columns and perfect symmetry, stands at the center. Built in honor of the goddess Athena, protector of the city, it has stood for more than 2 millennia as a testament to human achievement. Every block of marble, every carved figure, tells a story. Stories of gods and goddesses, of wisdom and war, of people who believed in reason, beauty, and balance. This was the birthplace of ideas that would go on to shape the modern world. Walking through the ruins, one can still feel the weight of history. The Erechtheion, with its elegant caryatid maidens supporting the porch. Mykonos is one of the most famous islands in the Cyclades, known for its vibrant nightlife, stunning beaches, and charming whitewashed villages. Its narrow streets wind through towns filled with bright flowers, colorful doors, and iconic windmills standing against the deep blue sky. The island's coastline offers a variety of beaches, from lively spots with music and crowds to quiet, hidden coves perfect for relaxation. The crystal-clear waters invite swimming, sailing, and water sports throughout the warmer months. Mykonos town, also called Kora, is a maze of narrow alleys where traditional architecture meets modern energy. Cafes, shops, and art galleries line the streets, creating a lively atmosphere day and night. Beyond the town, small churches and historic sites tell stories of the island's past. Nearby archaeological sites connect Mykonos to ancient Greek history, while the surrounding seas have inspired countless legends. Mykonos blends beauty, culture, and energy. High on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, Delphi was once considered the center of the ancient world. Known as the home of the oracle, this sacred site drew pilgrims from across Greece seeking guidance from the god Apollo. The ruins of Delphi tell stories of a powerful civilization. Temples, theaters, and treasuries stand among olive trees and wildflowers, offering breathtaking views of the valley below. The Temple of Apollo was the heart of the sanctuary, where the priestess delivered her famous prophecies. Walking through Delphi, visitors feel the weight of history and the mystery of ancient beliefs. The carefully preserved stone paths lead to monuments that have witnessed centuries of worship, competition, and culture. Delphi's archaeological museum holds treasures found on site, statues, inscriptions, and artifacts that bring the past to life. On the northwestern tip of the island of Crete lies a hidden masterpiece of nature, Balos Lagoon. It is a place where the land gently touches the sea, where white sand meets glowing turquoise, and where every view feels like a painting brought to life. Protected by rugged mountains and accessible only by boat or a long walk through wild terrain, Balos rewards the journey with silence, color, and stillness. From above, it appears as a shimmering blend of blue and white, a wide stretch of shallow water cradled by a curving beach and a rocky peninsula. The sand here is soft and white, with hints of pink from crushed shells that have washed ashore for generations. The water is warm and calm, shallow enough to walk through for long stretches. It glows in layers, pale green, crystal blue, deep teal, each shifting with the movement of the sun. Across from the shore stands the small island of Monemvasia, with the remains of a Venetian fortress perched high above the sea. It once watched over these waters, guarding against pirates and invaders. Now it watches only the wind and the waves. On the eastern coast of the island of Rhodes lies Lindos, a timeless village where whitewashed houses nestle beneath the shadow of an ancient Acropolis. Here, history, myth, and beauty live side by side, framed by golden hills and the deep blue of the Aegean Sea. Lindos is a place where every stone holds a story. Narrow cobbled streets twist between quiet courtyards, shaded by bougainvillea, and lined with carved doorways from centuries past. Donkeys gently climb the slopes, carrying visitors up toward the ancient heights, just as they have for generations. Above it all rises the Acropolis of Lindos, perched on a high rock that watches over the village and the sea. It is a fortress, a temple, and a lookout, all in one. Its history spans thousands of years from ancient Greeks and Romans to Byzantines and Crusaders. At its heart stands the grand temple of Athena Lindia, a sacred place built in honor of the goddess protector of the city. Rising through the clouds in northern Greece, Mount Olympus is more than a mountain. It is a myth, a legend, a sacred place where the gods of ancient Greece were said to dwell above the world of mortals. Its presence is both powerful and poetic, standing as the tallest peak in the country and one of the most storied in human history. Covered in thick forests, rocky ridges, and alpine meadows, Mount Olympus is a mountain of many moods. Mists often cling to its upper slopes, giving it an otherworldly feel. In ancient times, people believed that Zeus, the king of the gods, ruled from its highest summit, known as Mykonos, the nose, where thunder echoed across the sky. The mountain is part of a protected national park, one of the first in Greece. Its slopes are home to an incredible range of life. Over 1,000 plant species grow here, many found nowhere else in the world. Far in the southwest corner of the island of Crete lies Elafonissi Beach, a place where nature seems to have painted the shore by hand. Soft pink sand meets clear, shallow waters, creating a dreamlike palette of pastels that shifts with the sunlight and the sea. Elafonissi is not just one beach, but a delicate blend of land and lagoon. A narrow sandbar stretches into the water, connecting the mainland with a small islet just offshore. At low tide, visitors can walk across the warm sea, ankle-deep in shimmering turquoise. The water is calm and crystal clear, protected by reefs and sandbanks that keep the waves gentle. The sand here owes its rosy color to tiny crushed seashells, washed ashore over time. Against the vivid blue of the sea, the beach feels almost unreal, like something out of a distant island dream. Small dunes rise and fall, dotted with rare flowers and sea lilies that bloom in the sun. Set between rolling hills and the Ionian Sea, Corfu Old Town is a place where the echoes of many cultures blend into one. It is a city of winding alleys, grand fortresses, and faded elegance, shaped by Venetians, French, British, and Greeks over centuries of change. At first glance, it feels like a living museum. Narrow stone streets twist through pastel buildings, with wooden shutters and hanging laundry. Balconies overflow with flowers, and hidden courtyards invite quiet moments beneath the olive trees. Every turn reveals another layer of history, another whisper of the past. The town is protected by two great fortresses, one to the east and one to the west. These stone guardians have watched over the harbor for hundreds of years, their high walls scarred by time and battle. Climb their heights and the whole city spreads out below, glowing in the afternoon light. Venetian architecture dominates here. Elegant arches, tall windows, and wide squares speak of another era. Deep in the heart of the Pindus Mountains, Vikos Gorge cuts a stunning path through the rugged landscape of northern Greece. Carved by time and water over millions of years, it is one of the deepest gorges in the world, a natural wonder that invites awe and quiet reflection. The walls of Vikos rise sharply, reaching heights of nearly 1,000 meters, creating a narrow canyon where sunlight filters through in patches. The sheer cliffs are covered with lush green forests, wild flowers, and ancient stone paths that whisper the footsteps of travelers long past. At the bottom, a river winds its way through the rocky floor, its clear waters fed by mountain springs and melting snow. The sound of flowing water echoes between the cliffs, mingling with the calls of birds and the rustle of the wind. Hiking through Vikos Gorge is a journey into a wild and timeless world. Trails lead along the edge of the canyon, through shaded woods, and past ancient villages where stone houses cling to the hillsides. The air is fresh, scented with pine and earth. Milos Island is a volcanic gem in the Cyclades, known for its stunning landscapes, colorful cliffs, and crystal-clear waters. Shaped by fire and water, Milos offers a unique mix of natural beauty and rich history. The island's coastline is dotted with hidden beaches, sea caves, and unusual rock formations. Navagio Beach, with its smooth white volcanic rocks, looks like a lunar landscape, inviting visitors to explore and swim in the bright blue sea. Fishing villages like Klima charm with their colorful boathouses, called Sermata, built right on the water's edge. Narrow streets wind through quaint towns where local markets and traditional tavernas serve fresh seafood and island specialties. Milos is also famous for the discovery of the Venus de Milo, the ancient statue that symbolizes classical beauty and art. The island's archaeological sites and museums tell stories of civilizations long past. In the heart of the Cyclades, Naxos Island rises from the Aegean Sea with a quiet strength and timeless charm. It is the largest island in this group, known for its fertile valleys, ancient ruins, and welcoming villages. Naxos has long been a land of myth and legend. Ancient stories tell of gods and heroes who once walked its shores. Today, visitors find traces of this rich past everywhere, from the grand marble gate known as the Portara, standing tall on a small islet, to the remnants of temples and ancient walls scattered across the island. Beyond history, Naxos is a place of natural beauty. Rolling hills covered in olive groves and vineyards stretch toward golden beaches that meet the clear blue sea. The coastline offers a mix of quiet coves and lively bays, perfect for swimming, sailing, or simply watching the waves. The island's villages are alive with tradition. Hidden among the mountains of central Greece, Lake Plastira is a peaceful refuge shaped by both nature and human hands. This artificial lake, created in the mid-20th century, has since become a vibrant sanctuary of water, forest, and wildlife. Surrounded by rolling hills and dense pine forests, the lake stretches wide and calm, its waters reflecting the changing sky like a mirror. In spring and summer, wildflowers bloom along its shores, while in autumn, the surrounding trees turn fiery shades of red and gold. The landscape here invites exploration. Quiet roads wind through villages with stone houses and red-tiled roofs, where time seems to slow down. Local farms produce honey, cheese, and fresh vegetables, connecting visitors with traditions rooted in the land. Outdoor lovers find much to enjoy. Hiking trails lead through fragrant forests and along peaceful bays. Rising from the sea like a fortress, Monemvasia is a medieval town carved into a rocky island off the southeastern coast of the Peloponnese. Connected to the mainland by a narrow causeway, this ancient city is a living monument to history and resilience. Winding stone streets lead through Byzantine churches, old mansions, and small squares filled with quiet cafes. The town's walls and towers tell stories of centuries of battles, trade, and culture. Monemvasia's architecture reflects layers of history, from medieval castles to Venetian and Ottoman influences. Walking here feels like stepping back in time, where every corner reveals a new chapter of the past. The cliffs surrounding the town offer stunning views of the Aegean Sea, with waves crashing against the rocks below. As the sun sets, the golden light casts a magical glow over the red-tiled roofs and stone walls. Monemvasia is a place where history, nature, and culture come together. Along the northwest coast of Crete, Chania Old Town unfolds like a living storybook, where centuries of history come alive in narrow streets, colorful buildings, and lively markets. This harbor city has been shaped by Venetians, Ottomans, and Greeks, each leaving their mark in stone and spirit. The old port is the heart of the town, lined with cafes and fishing boats, where the scent of fresh seafood fills the air. The lighthouse, one of the oldest in the Mediterranean, stands proudly at the edge of the water, a silent witness to centuries of change. Wandering through the maze of alleys, visitors discover hidden courtyards, ancient churches, and bustling squares. Venetian arches and Ottoman domes tell stories of a diverse past, while vibrant markets overflow with local crafts, spices, and fresh produce. Chania's Old Town is alive with color and life. Bougainvillea climbs stone walls, fishermen mend nets by the docks, and the gentle sound of waves mixes with the laughter of children playing in the streets. In the northeastern Peloponnese lies ancient Epidaurus, a sanctuary that once drew visitors from across the ancient world. Famous for its remarkably preserved theatre, this site was dedicated to Asclepius, the god of healing. The theatre at Epidaurus is a masterpiece of ancient design. Built over 2,000 years ago, it could hold nearly 15,000 spectators. Its perfect acoustics allow even the smallest sound on stage to reach every corner, making it one of the best preserved and most functional theatres of antiquity. Surrounding the theatre are ruins of temples, baths, and hospitals that formed part of a healing centre. People came here seeking cures for both body and mind, guided by priests and doctors who combined faith with early medical knowledge. The sanctuary's peaceful setting, surrounded by rolling hills and lush greenery, adds to its timeless atmosphere. Walking among the ancient stones, visitors can almost hear the echoes of ceremonies, plays, and prayers that once filled the air. Nestled between the sea and the mountains of central Greece, the villages of Pelion offer a timeless glimpse into a world where nature and tradition live side by side. These mountain villages are known for their stone houses, red-tiled roofs, and narrow streets lined with colorful flowers. Each village tells its own story. Some cling to hillsides, overlooking the turquoise waters of the Aegean Sea, while others sit hidden among dense forests of pine and chestnut trees. Life here moves slowly, shaped by the rhythms of the land and sea. Pelion is a place of seasons. In spring, wildflowers bloom along the paths. Summers bring warm sunlight and cool sea breezes. Autumn paints the forests in shades of gold and crimson. In winter, snow dusts the mountaintops, creating a peaceful white blanket. Visitors can explore ancient churches, traditional tavernas, and bustling local markets. Craftsmen still practice old trades, weaving textiles and shaping wood with skill passed down through generations. On the southern coast of Elafonissi Island lies Simos Beach, a stretch of sand that feels like a hidden treasure. Two golden bays curve gently around crystal-clear waters, creating a natural sanctuary that has captivated visitors for generations. The sand here is soft and warm, dotted with tiny shells that sparkle under the sun. The shallow waters are calm and inviting, perfect for swimming and snorkeling. As the breeze moves through the low pine trees that line the shore, the beach offers shade and peace. Simos Beach is known not only for its beauty, but also for its natural environment. Protected dunes and rare plants grow along the coast, making it a place where nature remains wild and unspoiled. Sea turtles often nest on these sands, adding to the beach's special status. Despite its remote feeling, Simos is a place for both quiet relaxation and gentle adventure. In the heart of the Cyclades, Sifnos Island offers a unique blend of tradition, natural beauty, and quiet charm. Known for its rolling hills, whitewashed villages, and crystal-clear waters, Sifnos is a place where time seems to slow down. The island's landscape is dotted with terraced fields, olive groves, and ancient stone paths. These trails connect small villages perched on hillsides, each with narrow winding streets, blue-domed churches, and vibrant squares filled with life. Sifnos is famous for its culinary heritage. Local recipes passed down through generations highlight fresh ingredients like chickpeas, capers, and herbs. Traditional tavernas invite visitors to taste dishes that are simple, flavorful, and deeply connected to the land. Beaches on Sifnos vary from quiet coves to lively stretches of sand. Clear waters invite swimming and snorkeling, while rocky shores offer stunning views and peaceful spots to relax. The island's history is visible in its ancient towers, monasteries, and archaeological sites, reflecting centuries of human life shaped by the sea and the mountains. Just a short sail from the mainland, Hydra Island is a place where time seems to stand still. With no cars or motorcycles allowed, the island's narrow stone streets are filled with the sounds of footsteps, donkeys, and the gentle lapping of the sea. Hydra's harbour is lined with colourful neoclassical mansions, historic mansions that tell stories of wealthy shipowners and artists who once made this island their home. The waterfront cafes and tavernas welcome visitors with fresh seafood and local wine, inviting them to relax and soak in the laid-back atmosphere. The island's steep hills are dotted with whitewashed houses, their flat roofs and wooden shutters reflecting the Cycladic style. Small chapels and ancient monasteries add to the charm, nestled among pine trees and rocky cliffs. Hydra is also an artist's haven, attracting painters, writers, and musicians who find inspiration in its beauty and tranquility. The island hosts festivals and cultural events that celebrate this creative spirit. Beyond the town, hidden beaches and crystal-clear waters invite swimming, snorkeling, and quiet moments of reflection. Perched on the slopes of Mount Parnassus, Arachova is a mountain town known for its charm, tradition, and natural beauty. This cozy village offers a perfect escape from the heat of summer and a gateway to winter adventures. Arachova's narrow streets are lined with stone houses topped by red-tiled roofs. Wooden balconies overflow with colorful flowers, while small shops invite visitors to discover handmade crafts, local cheeses, and warm hospitality. In winter, Arachova becomes a lively retreat for those heading to nearby ski slopes. Snow blankets the surrounding mountains, creating a white wonderland perfect for skiing and snowboarding. The village comes alive with cozy tavernas, where warm fires and hearty meals welcome guests. All year round, Arachova celebrates its rich culture. Traditional music fills the air during festivals, and ancient customs are kept alive in every corner. Skiathos Island is famous for its stunning beaches, where turquoise waters meet soft golden sand. With over 60 sandy shores, this small island offers something for every traveler, from quiet, hidden coves to lively, sun-filled stretches. The beaches here are surrounded by pine trees that reach down to the water's edge, providing natural shade and a fresh, fragrant breeze. The sea is warm and clear, inviting swimmers, snorkelers, and sunbathers alike. Corfu Beach is one of the most famous, known for its long sandy shore and calm waters. It is a perfect spot for families and those seeking gentle waves and plenty of space to relax. For those who prefer a quieter experience, the smaller beaches like Lauria and Mandraki offer dramatic cliffs, white pebbles, and crystal clear waters. Lauria, accessible only by boat, is famous for its stunning rock formations and the natural arch that frames the sea beyond. Skiathos' beaches also offer opportunities for adventure. In the heart of the Cyclades, Paros Island shines with a perfect blend of natural beauty, rich history, and vibrant culture. Known for its gentle hills, sandy beaches, and charming villages, Paros invites travelers to explore its timeless Greek spirit. The island's coastline stretches with golden sands and clear blue waters, offering beaches for every mood. From lively shores filled with music and activity to quiet coves perfect for peaceful swims, Paros has a place for everyone. Traditional villages like Nosa and Parakia are alive with narrow streets, whitewashed houses, and colorful doors and windows. Fishing boats bob gently in the harbors, and bustling markets showcase fresh produce, local wines, and handcrafted goods. Paros is also known for its rich history. Ancient marble quarries supplied stone for famous Greek monuments, while archaeological sites reveal stories of a civilization long past. In the Aegean Sea, Patmos Island stands as a place of deep spiritual history and serene beauty. Known as the island where St. John wrote the Book of Revelation, Patmos draws visitors seeking both peace and inspiration. The island's rugged coastline is dotted with hidden coves and small beaches, where crystal-clear waters invite quiet swims and moments of reflection. Whitewashed houses with blue shutters climb steep hillsides, connected by narrow paths that reveal stunning views of the sea. At the heart of Patmos is the monastery of St. John, a fortress-like complex built in the 11th century. Its thick stone walls and bell towers rise above the village of Chora, guarding centuries of history, religious art, and treasured manuscripts. Nearby lies the Cave of the Apocalypse, a sacred site where St. John is said to have received his visions. Visitors walk through the quiet chambers, feeling the weight of centuries and the power of faith. Patmos offers more than history. Its peaceful villages, lively festivals, and traditional tavernas invite visitors to experience authentic island life. Nestled on the shores of a shimmering lake, Kastoria is a city of water, history, and rich tradition. Surrounded by mountains, this lakeside town in northern Greece is known for its beautiful Byzantine churches, elegant mansions, and warm hospitality. The city's old town spreads along the water's edge, with narrow cobblestone streets winding between centuries-old buildings. Kastoria's lakeside promenade offers peaceful views of swans gliding across the calm surface, reflecting the sky and the rugged hills beyond. Kastoria is famous for its fur industry, a tradition that dates back hundreds of years. Elegant shops showcase finely crafted fur garments alongside local crafts and souvenirs. The city's culture is deeply rooted in craftsmanship and artistry. Ancient Byzantine churches, many decorated with colorful frescoes, tell stories of faith and history. Walking through these sacred spaces, visitors can feel the quiet strength of a community that has preserved its heritage through the ages. Cutting through the narrow isthmus of Corinth, the Corinth Canal is a remarkable feat of engineering that links the Aegean Sea with the Ionian Sea. Completed in the early 20th century, the canal transformed maritime travel by creating a shortcut that saves ships hundreds of miles. The canal is just over 6 kilometers long, with towering limestone walls rising steeply on each side. Boats and small ships pass through this narrow waterway, framed by cliffs that seem to close in around them. Building the canal was a challenge that took decades of planning and effort. Today, it stands as a symbol of human determination and innovation, connecting two seas and opening new routes for trade and travel. Walking along the edges of the canal, visitors can admire the impressive scale of this man-made wonder. Bridges span across the water, some swinging open to allow ships to pass beneath.